Welcome everyone to round 23 race review of the Chinese Grand Prix at the Shanghai International Circuit. Today we have a very special guest, Geordie, and we also have our regular expert commentator, Dion. Welcome, Geordie. Welcome, Dion.
Hello.
What did you boys think of the race?
I think for me it was a bit of a disaster. I qualified second, and then I think I finished in ninth. I decided to pit a few laps before the end to get the fastest lap.
Try for that fastest lap.
Yeah, I tried for it, but I figured I had nothing to lose. May as well just try. But Matt was just way too quick for me. That guy's got a lot of pace. But Geordie, where did you qualify and where did you finish? Give us a quick rundown of the race for you.
Yeah, so I qualified last place, and there's a reason for that.
What happened there?
Because this is the last round. This is the last round of the race, of the league.
Yeah.
I figured that let's have some fun, let's start from the back. Yeah, so pretty much during quali, I decided to just crash down, just run into the wall straight away. I thought Albie's gonna do that because we already pre-planned this, but obviously
He didn't do it.
He didn't want to because he was. Now he broadcasted it. Yeah, it's live stream purposes. I was like, bro, come on, no way.
I thought he started at the back as well.
Yeah, I thought so. Were you in 19th or was he?
So he started in front of me. He started in front of me.
Yeah, so you were P20. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like the dead last. Yeah. Because I think I got out first, obviously. I crashed first, so yeah, it is. I think the race went I don't know, went pretty well. I guess for the most part. I mean, I'm always gonna expect second place behind LB. But yeah, first when the lights went out, for some reason the AI just decided to just don't want to overtake each other. So I pretty much crashed my front wing straight away.
No.
Because I ran into the AI. Yeah, the AI just decided to stop. So yeah, that was a struggle. So I thought like my race was like destroyed. It was like the next lap. Actually, no, that first lap I straight away went to pit. Changed for medium straight away from hard tires. I didn't even use my hard tires at all. But yeah, but I got lucky with safety car, so ended up finishing second place, obviously, as expected.
So for me, I think racing against you, Geordie, the first half of the season, or I think every race, I've only managed to beat you in one race, which was in Singapore, where you DNF'd quite early in the race. So that's the only time I've been able to beat you. So between you and Alvi, you guys have so much pace. So what do you think it is for you that gives you so much pace, and what do you think it is for Alvi that gives him so much pace out on the track?
I don't know. I don't know how he used his controller. Maybe because he's just been using his control for so long.
For a long time, yeah.
That he just got used to it. How to utilize his control a lot more. I mean, because like what's it called? The first time we raced, the like first round, second round, I was using my controller.
Yes,
with medium traction control. I remember that, but I used manual straight away. But I have ABS on as well at the same time because I knew I'm gonna be like screwed if I turn it off with controller. So yeah, I don't know how he managed to be so good with just the controller. I guess it's just because he used to play this a lot. That it just pretty much
it comes
pro.
natural.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So I mean that's a really good point too. So you started at the beginning of the season on controller. Do you remember which round it was you transitioned to a wheel and pedals?
Oh man, I don't remember.
Yeah. I mean, for me it was Imola, but anyway, that doesn't matter. Show us the wheel that you've got.
Sure. So my wheel is the Fanatec Club Sport
Very
Esports
nice.
wheel. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, it's a very solid build. A very high quality wheel. Doesn't have a lot of buttons. I know Greg has the Formula One, which is more expensive than this one. Has more buttons, but this one is usually designed for esports
Yeah, it looks
players
nice, man.
because it has their buttons and stuff, and the pedals also sounds very good. Like
Yeah.
So where
Yeah.
did you get it from?
I got it from the actual Fanatec
Oh,
store.
okay. Straight
Yeah.
from Fanatec.
Yeah. Just order
Yeah,
that.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, so that's the back of it. Yeah, so that's the pedal. That's when you connect your.
Yep.
It's like a quick shift wheel.
Quick change,
Just a quick switch. Yeah, to change it. But yeah, overall it's a very solid wheel. Very strong, sturdy, high quality.
So
And it does the job. I mean, for a Formula One, that does the job perfectly. I mean, it's a Formula One wheel.
did you get that for the league, or did you have that?
I got that for the league, but also at the same time, I want to use it outside of the league. You know,
Okay.
I've been wanting
No,
a sim racing rig for a while. So, yeah, I mean, outside of F1, this is not ideal, the steering wheel, but it does the job pretty well.
I'd love.
That's all right. We'll just make sure we mention that to Fanatec when we have sponsorship negotiations and tell them the sales that we're creating.
Of course,
it's
we
very
need
good.
that. We need
That's
all the
it.
sponsorships.
Yeah. Give us some Fanatec wheels. We can use.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right, man. So you've in the
So what are we looking here? We've got the driver
championship.
standings.
Yeah. Go for it, Pete.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think Geordie, you're not that far off Albi, and you're quite ahead in front of the Ferraris. Yeah, so you had a good season. Is there anything that you would do differently looking back on the year?
I mean, I think if I attend every single race, will be way closer the constructor standings because I know like Albi. Look, if you look at Albi's attendance rating, it's C. So I probably could have like at least like it'll be really close at the end. Or maybe I over like maybe I can become the champion. Who knows? But I'm trying to give you guys a chance to get closer to me, but so far I haven't seen anyone who's actually a little bit closer
Nah.
to us two.
I know. I think there's a
Um,
big disparity between you and Alvi and the rest of us. So, I mean, like I said, I think the only time I bet you was because you DNF'd. So, got some time to
that's the only
practice
time,
for
and
it. Yeah,
yeah,
I got close a couple
for
times,
sure.
but yeah, I think the only time I did, it was in Singapore. So
Oh,
between,
you always choked you in the race, man.
I know, man. I
You
just
always choked in the
something
race.
happens and I spin and then just yeah.
Gotta blame the car. It's the Red Bull. It's too strong for you.
Maybe, but you finished. So actually, while Albie was away on holiday, you managed to overtake him, and then you were first in the driver championship standings. But then when Albie came back, I remember his first race back was Hungary, and he didn't finish on the podium. But I think after that, he must have found his mojo, got back in the flow of things, and then retook
Yeah, a bit
the
rusty.
championship.
Yeah, he must be a bit rusty after the holiday.
Yeah.
Came back from holiday. But at the same time, I think there's like one race where he like for some reason his car was really slow. Maybe because due to his setups, but
Yeah,
it's just weird coming. Yeah, because I know like every time you race Alvi, like if you're like 10 seconds ahead,
I'll catch up.
he can always overtake you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can catch up, but then for a weird reason is that I was 9 seconds behind him. Well, one race, I don't know. I think it was Hungary,
Yeah.
and I was just like at least gain on him like a second per lap. So which is really weird, but I think it's just because due to his setup, or something. I'm not too sure, but that was the only chance I actually like I could overtake
Yeah.
Alpi for real.
Because
But
that
other than that, yeah, it's hard.
yeah, at that race you finished first and I finished second, and Julian just got in third. Alvi
Yeah, I
finished
remember that.
fourth. So
Yeah,
it's interesting, right?
must be his setup. Yeah,
Could be. I think it was maybe that, and he was a little bit just out of practice because that was his first week back from his holiday.
yeah, for sure.
So
Yeah,
in
100%.
the Alpine this year, you finished fourth, not too far from the Ferrari boys. Or like I think again, big disparity between first and the rest. Oh, actually, no, not even that big of a disparity actually. But finished fourth, yeah. Was
It's
Vinny?
I think
It's
we
pretty-
could have finished second. I think Alpine could finish second if I should attend every race.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah, maybe if your
Yeah.
teammate got a couple of points there too. it
Yeah.
might have helped you.
I
Yeah.
was just gonna
But
say,
to be fair, we were
Vinny.
first at one point. We were first. I was like getting points, mad points for Alpine. We were first for a couple of races, and then LV just straight up like got like a tons of first place, and then the McLaren boys found their footing by the end
They
of the round.
did.
So,
And same
they
with the
improved.
Ferrari boys. They both
I think the
just sort of,
Ferrari, yeah.
did really well
Yeah.
to come
I
back.
mean, at the start, everyone, I feel like at the start we can see the skill gap, and then from everyone
Yeah.
during the race. But at the end of the leagues, the season, at least like
Everyone's going.
the
getting better.
McLaren, everyone's competitive. For sure.
Cool.
Oh, it's been awesome having you, Geordie, and we look forward to seeing what you can do
Next
in
year.
your Aston Martin next year with
Aston
your
Martin.
new teammate.
Yeah.
Aston Martin, let's go.
Yeah, so thank you for joining, and thank you everyone for watching these videos for this year. We will keep producing over the summer break, and we'll be ready for F1 2023 next year, where we'll hopefully the field will be nice and tight.
That's right.
Thank you, everyone.
Don't forget
What do we say, Dion?
Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe.
Awesome. Thanks,
Thanks, everyone.
guys.